Whoa, welcome back to Monster Train. I have to say something in this portion or else I lose my momentum and the intro fails. That's alright. How you doing? How's it going? I do have to, like, if I just leave this gap, there has to be a bridging sentence between hello, welcome back to Monster Train and then the hey, how you doing? I don't know. I don't know, man. How the hell do I start these videos? Anyway, it's 3:30 a.m. 18th or 17th of September, depending on how you're doing. Or how you're looking at it, I should say. How am I doing? Not bad today, not bad today. We did a community event for Monster Train and also Slay the Spire in the Discord. Hung out with some people from the stream. Probably people from, you might be a YouTube viewer as well, you never know. And, it was a good time. It's been a while doing it though. I had to just sit there for a little bit when we were done and, do nothing, brain off for a moment. But either way, it was a good time. Yeah, that's about it. I have another game that I'm going to play sometime for a first look, sometime soonish. I've had it for a while, but I just haven't gotten around to giving it a shot. The dev sent me a key. I don't think you can actually play the game yet, but he was like, "Hey, if you want to check it out, here you go." So I've been meaning to check it out because it's a deck builder and it sounds cool. But I've been busy these last few weeks. So whenever I get a chance, I'll do a video on that though. Been been doing a lot of school stuff, I should say. Also need to check my sound levels. That sounds about right actually. We're Umbra today. Nothing too bad here. Little Penumbra boy. Back to Exile Hellhorned secondary, I see. Haven't been gone for too long. I gotta, as much as we hate Umbra, I don't hate Umbra that much, to be honest. I like Penumbra. I like Shadesplitter. I hate Plink. I don't think that Umbra's that bad. They're bad, but they got some good. I'm feeling a change in the winds here. But I don't know, who do I hate then? Really not many. I think I know that melting is good, but I don't really like playing melting. I don't know. I always have that problem with melting though. Anyway, let me ask you a question and let's start the run, shall we? Let me give you the context for this question first. I've been watching, if you haven't seen it, there was a guy who got a video trending pretty well recently because the video was 8 hours. It was a quick retrospective on Morrowind, it was called. It's a really good video. I love long form video essays like this. Where someone just sits there and talks about something for an extremely long time. So listening to that guy talk about Morrowind for 8 hours was great. That guy made a new video, which is a 12-hour video talking about Oblivion. And I've been watching that. It's been taking me a while to get through it. But what I have realized while watching this guy's video about Oblivion is that Oblivion sucked. He's a very critical guy and he likes Morrowind, but like the game does not seem like it was very good. And so I wanted to ask you, like maybe when I have a chance, I'm gonna try the game again and go, hey, wait, is this actually bad? What's a game that or not doesn't have to be a game, but just what is something that you liked when you were younger and then upon a more critical look when you were older realized it was bad? This is a bit of a like wordy question, but I think it's an interesting one. You ever had this moment of like, wait, this thing that I liked was really bad? Because I'm having that now where I liked Oblivion when I was younger. I played it a lot and yeah, the game was not good. It was bad. I don't know how I put so much time into this. I think it's because I was also bad because I was a child is what it was, but I don't know. Anyway, let's get rolling. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Please do tell me about that. I would like to hear more examples of this, something you liked when you were younger. I think that I asked a question that was similar to this and someone said Spore, and that'll probably be a good response to this question. Anyway, today we're Umbra, Exile, Hellhorned. We got Rage Talos, Darkness Arcus. I don't actually know which Arcus is which at this point. I've played a lot, and like if I think about it actively, I would be able to tell you Darkness Arcus is He has an incant, so it's not curses, and that's all that really matters, actually. Like, the fells make a lot of a difference. The Arcus doesn't really matter because you see 2 of 3 shards. It doesn't, like, I don't actually care about Arcus that much. And then Chase Seraph. It's interesting, too, because Arcus used to be worse because he did so much more damage than Fel, but that's not the case with pack shards anymore. Penumbra Assault Molting of Ember Cache. Like, that's not the case anymore. That is strange. Not strange, I guess, just interesting. These are really good relics. Light's Gift, Chain of Gems. Huh. Move the mic, I'm leaning back for this one. I think it's gotta be Light's Gift, right? It feels like it's supposed to be Light's Gift. Chain of Gems is good. It's a good early game pick, but Light's Gift is just great. It has to be right. I think so. Nice. I like Monstrous a lot. I hate Glutton. So Glutton is the weird one because he has crazy big scaling, but you have to hit Trample Stone. He's fun though if you see Double Gorge. I don't know. We did some dumb stuff in the last run. You want to do some dumb stuff in this run? I have Penumbra Assault. You know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to go Glutton. So, here's the thing. The thing that pushed me over the edge, because I wasn't going to do this, but we have Penumbra Assault. And we don't have to commit to him. We can pick up a Hellhorned unit and do something else as well. He's a very needy character, Glutton Penumbra. I don't want to take this trial. Thought about it for an extra second. I guess actually I should take the trial because the Light's Gift cancels any damage that I would take, so it would just be Pyre health loss there. I should have taken it. You're right. Yeah. So we're gonna look through the game for options that help Penumbra. I guess that's just it. We're gonna look for things that help Penumbra. I need to make Penumbra be able to kill multiple enemies. There's a few ideas here, right? And this is what has driven me to try this. Option A is Trample Stone or Furnace Tap. I guess those are the first two, although Furnace Tap doesn't really work that well. So ideally, option A is Trample Stone. Barring that, it's gonna not take this damage. There's no reason to take 2 here. Like, that's the sort of play where I'm losing a little bit of value for this, but the boss doesn't stand a chance, so I should just save myself the 2 damage. One of the other ideas, though, is Double Gorge, and then we do Trample or Monstrous 1 Glutton 2, but that one's like, that's super awkward. Not what I like to see here. I was hoping for a Morsel card. Space Prism is kind of a Morsel card, though. And I will pick... Let's think about it logically here. I want... Fledgling Imp, I think. I want to pick a Rage option here as a backup plan, because if I miss on Penumbra, I want to be able to play a Hellhorned plan. I want to play a Hellhorned plan for the early game as well, like a Horned Warrior. I think I want to play Fledgling Imp. He's a little easier to manage than Ritual is, in my mind. Endless plus 10 plus 25? Alphafiend Steelworker. I'm gonna click on one of these. I think that Steelworker's a little bit better. Actually, I think Alphafiend's better. No value stone, so I don't feel silly for skipping the Ritual, which is nice. Spell Chain. Oh yeah, we can do the weird Alphafiend Shadow Eater line potentially here. Did I slap an Endless on this Imp? I don't really want that right now. I don't necessarily think I'm committing to this Imp, although if I give it Endless and then Molting Imp Infusion, that's actually a pretty good card. Yeah, you know what? Let's do this. Endless Fledgling Imp, and then I want to wait. Yeah, I want to wait until this temple, And in this tempo, because if we have Welder Helper, I want to leave that idea open as well. Unit draft? Sure. Even if I just get money, it's probably worth. So we got a few ideas going here. We got this Penumbra idea. I don't think I ever finished the thought, but the other option we have for him is Double Gorge. I think I did say this. Double Gorge and then Monstrous One is an idea here. Would it work? I'm not so certain, but it's an idea. I'm gonna take some damage to the Pyre here, which I'm not that worried about. And there's the other problem that you have to face on this run, of course, is the Divinity, right? But that's a problem for a later me to deal with. There's a lot of ideas that we can hit, so we can just wait for it to happen. I'm gonna take like 6 here, 7. It's okay. 10 damage on this combat, but I took a trial. The trial might end up not being worth it, because what am I going to get here? I don't even know. What unit would I want? I mean, I just want Horned Warrior, really. Pack Morsels is pretty good here. Hornbreak's never a bad idea. I like Hornbreak usually. The Ranged Brute is like, I have Endless Fledgling Imp, and this offered me the Ranged Brute. It is a hard winning line. Like, that's just ridiculously strong. I want to go for health. I don't want to go spend like 100 gold on nothing in this magic shop over here. I'm willing to take 15 for the Horde. Oh, wow. They showed me Fossilized Fangs, which I was saying I wanted to try with Penumbra here. They also showed me Queen's Tail with an Endless Fledgling Imp, which basically, like, this is so huge when you're playing an Endless Imp. The Queen's Tail is so good here. It is... Oh, man. Fossilized Fangs lets me play this Penumbra idea. What do I do? What do you do here? I mean, like, okay. The better play for winning the run is Queen's Tail, 100%. But like, Fossilized Fangs is so cool, and if I hit Trample Stone in the next room, oh, it's massive, it's so cool. But you still have to answer how you keep morsels alive on the Divinity. And I have this Deranged Brute. Like, you can hear me talking to myself. I'm doing it. Fossilized Fangs. We're here. I'm playing for fun today. Penumbra, I'm not leaving you behind, buddy. You and me, brother. Yeah, Nexus Spike's pretty good. You combine Space Prism with Packed Morsels here, and that card's pretty nuts. I'm all in. Me and Penumbra, ride or die. Also duplicate the Nexus Spike now. I was like, okay, so let me, here's where the path branches. If you follow this line the way that I have so far, you go to this Horde, you take Queen, so this run's really easy, actually. You don't play Gorge, you play Trample here, of course. Fledgling Imp, Deranged Brute, duplicate Fledgling Imp, take Queen's Tail, right? Run's ridiculously easy. But I'm on a tear of doing things that aren't the norm. I'm doing the whack stuff. I don't know, we play these runs so much. I want to play some other stuff here, basically, is my reasoning. And this is some other stuff. I don't think Alpha Fiend is better than this molting Imp. Actually, the Alpha Fiend would just straight up die, so yeah, really isn't better. Get him Deranged Brute Fledgling Imp team. I mean, these guys are gonna do well to help Penumbra out if we don't see Trample, but like, my game plan here is to just hit, right? That is what I'm looking to do here. I'm looking to hit. If we don't hit, how does it go? I mean, it's pretty simple. We get Penumbra to Relentless and Penumbra takes it home. I have 30 cards already though, which is not a great sign. I have a little bit of housekeeping to do here, I would say. Gotta fix this deck up a little bit more. Now, some of those cards are Nexus Spike, which is a very good card to be playing. This card's very nice. Without damage shield on my morsels, though, I think I will be doomed in the Penumbra line nonetheless, which is a shame. Yeah, give me the uncommon morsels. I think it's a little bit better to not have Rubble Morsel in the pile. Sad that the Rage healers don't get to heal more from Rage. It'd be a pretty fun visual. The reason this all feels so bad is I'm giving up one of my space for fledgling and this Alpha Fiend as well. I think I'm just gonna end up playing this Deranged Brute line as well, because I have to. Wretch is not great. This is not a cultivate a certain number of cards in the Wretch pile. Give me Impolate. Morsel Maid. That's ridiculous. I haven't seen, like, what the hell is happening on this run? I have Morsel Maid with Fossilized Fangs offered to me. No, I haven't played Morsel Maid in a while. Do I want to play Morsel Maid here? I kind of do, just because I haven't seen him in so long. But I already have this Penumbra. Sorry, Morsel Maid, but not today. I am actually kind of sad to not take Morsel Maid there. I really wanted to play him. I haven't seen him in so long. I'll take Draw Energy on this run. We have so much space gain. And I am going for... I'm going for removal here. Did pick up an Impolate as well. God, Railhammer too? What the hell? There's so much you can do on this run. Hell's Banners is great. This is the Blessed Seed. Horned Warrior is good as well. Going to go ahead and get rid of Alpha Fiend. Thank you for your service. And I'm going to get rid of a Train Steward. Not Diligent Seraph. Oh, this is a Chase Seraph, actually. That's an interesting thing to keep in mind here. Maybe Penumbra will yet have his day. And here's the idea. I'm going Molting Imp, Fledgling Imp as a backline clear plus Rage gain to help with the frontline clear idea. Turn one we play Penumbra plus a 1-cost draw priority unit, and then I have enough left over. I'm going to put an Intrinsic on a Nexus Spike here. It's a nice little kickstart to the deck. Could Spell Chain it, actually. 6 morsels? Nah, I think that's too much. It's 6 morsels and 2 space. I have the energy to play it because of Hell's Banners, you have to. Party Boys shouldn't be too bad, but... It feels like, I mean, really, what this one shows you, if you want to think about this run in terms of what you can take away from it, think about all of the things that I need for Penumbra to work in this run. I need Trample. I need to play my cards in the right order. I need Trample. I need I need so much space as well. There's something else I wanted to point out as what he needs. Oh yeah, I need Morsel Defense Relic and I need Gorge. Like, I just need so much to make this man not worthless. Now think about this run, but instead I just am playing Deranged Brute Horned Warrior idea. What do you need to make that run work? I don't know. Deranged Brute Horned Warrior and a card that says Rage on it. Like, it's just so much simpler if I don't do this, is the problem. Like, look at this combat. I'm gonna have a 179 unit that can only kill one enemy. And I just have to rely on the good graces of the game to cover my weakness, I guess. When it just feels so bad. I'm so sad too. Look at this. He's so big. 300 damage. That's such a big number. Let my big number man be good. Cowards. Yeah, I got morsels for it. It just feels like morsels are so doomed as a unit. You need like... You just need them to have damage shield passively for the Divinity. But then that's so broken everywhere else that you just cannot do that, right? Like, how ridiculous is that everywhere else? Ultimately, I guess right now Glutton Penumbra is just a champion that wins Relentless and does nothing else for you. And I guess that's fine, right? He wins Relentless hard. But in this day and age... Pardon me. In this day and age, I like my champion to do a little more than one big hit. I think these champions are pretty bad. But you never know, maybe he's gonna surprise us here. I could probably pretty comfortably just let this one go to the end. Okay, I will. We can see a trample pickup from, like, if we see the trample option, it's okay. We can also kind of, like, cover Penumbra's bad side by having some good damage spells. Ah, like Inferno. Now there's a card that lets you get to Relentless. Okay, now we have a line. I want removals. Like, I want to get this deck in check, but I also want to go to a steel shop today. Healthy Strike is good. I'll put it on Horned Warrior. We'll reroll. Archstone is bad, but I need to give him some sort. I need some defensive on this. I actually like this. Damage Shield 3 Molting Imp is pretty good. Takes 4 hits to kill him now. Can also be bad, but don't worry about that side. I'm probably just gonna throw my lot in on Inferno here, though, if we're being honest. Probably going to be putting it all on Inferno to just let me get through to Relentless, and that's fine. Like, 2 Infernos plus this Penumbra will win. Yeah, more or less. You have to do a little bit of juggling, but should be fine. One other idea that I've had here that... I'm going to... Yeah, like this. I'm just calculating a little bit. One other idea that's come to mind, though, is a holdover feast idea, right? That doesn't sound very good, but it's an idea. Can't deny that. To work through this, I guess. I don't know, I didn't bother putting my man mid-floor. Like, the Ranged Brute Horned Warrior, I think I might have actually been wasting money on them, and they are not very good for us here. Now, I'm trying to not take, like, 1,000,000 damage here. I don't think there's a whole lot that I can do, though. Badly. Yeah, Hornbreak works. This does a lot. Hang on, I think maybe I can actually get there where we take nothing from this wave here. Because Hornbreak does that. And you play 2 morsels and a molting Imp. And that gives you the kill. Is that ideal? Nah, not really, but it works, and that's all that matters. We're hanging in there, and that's what counts. Remember, I have health banners when I do my math on these turns. Doesn't matter how much health these tanks have, because Penumbra crushes everything with no remorse. Yeah, this weird, like, side rage line I've been playing, I think I should just abandon it at this point. I know I spent money on it, but at this point I feel like staying committed is a clear mistake. I think that, especially with Chase Seraph on the line, I feel pretty comfortable in the idea of all-inning on Inferno here. I have to look at the duplicate placements, but I think we're going in on Inferno. Hey, Furnace Tap's pretty good. And let's Penumbra hit a second time. Important Work would let me keep the Imp, which is decent. I'm gonna skip it. The Rage Imp is not bad because he kills stuff for me. I have another duplicate at Seraph, and I think that that's acceptable. Look at this temple. Value Stone's big. Or Inferno. You got a holdover in here? Put a -1 on Furnace Tab. Looking for a holdover? Okay, that's fine. Yeah, let's just give it a 0-cost Furnace Tap idea. Okay. I'm gonna make the play that seems right to me after the last combat we just experienced. This is a wild play. I don't often do this, but one, I'm going to admit that I made a mistake. I should not have tried to commit there. And two, I'm gonna fix it. Armor effect, sap effect, rage effect. Oh, rage effect, hilarious. Sap effect is gonna have to be best here. Give me a damage effect. And I'll take money. I'll take card draw. I think it's late enough that I don't want money. There's only 2 combats for it to give me money, so it's a good card. They keep offering me these good cards. I'm trying to walk it back here. The problem is that Purge Stoning doesn't really help me that much because all the cards I want to get rid of are units. That's alright though. Last Train Steward's gone. We're at 28, it's not too bad. I think this run wins, and this run is just going to be carried by Inferno plus Penumbra. Penny Boy. And that's alright. It's like, Gorge Penumbra is going to work on this run, but it's not going to be a sort of run where I'm like, oh yeah, and Gorge Penumbra, look at how bonkers, right? It's going to be the sort of run where I'm like, yeah, look at how good Inferno is, if it wins. Which I do feel pretty confident in saying that it will win from this position. We are very far ahead. Although we are perhaps going to fall behind a little bit. Play these guys and get the, yeah. I encanted this enemy on the bottom for a little bit, but it doesn't matter. We got a 9-2 to ping off. Like, really, you just have to look at these and go, okay, which enemy hurts me? Do this and then just Furnace Tap Penumbra now. We're not in a position where we're going to mess around with it. We're just going to play Furnace Tap when we see it and let the 2 turns where we don't get to play it live. Just sit here. Not a big deal. You want to play Old Magic. I do want to play Queen Zimpling as well, actually. I don't need energy. I was going to take energy here, but I don't really need energy with Hell's Banners. Hell's Banners covers my energy problem pretty well. Lets me get out of 0 energy on... what's the Ember Drain? Or 0 energy from Ember Drain too, which is nice. And as long as you're only playing 1, you can just sit here on Furnace Tap and let it eat into you. Not do anything about it. It's fine. The value it provides should be good enough. Sadly, I can't pick up like 3 Infernos. If I could get more Infernos, this run would be very done. I'm kind of just end turning here, to be honest with you. Yeah, but like, what am I don't need to do anything else here. Don't even need the Inferno. Guess I'll kill this enemy, why not? I'm just gonna let Arcus walk up and die here. 270, 2 times 2. I should probably play some. I should stop being lazy. There you go. If I die because of this, which I'm pretty confident I won't, but if I die because I'm off by a little bit, it'll be tragic. It's not close. Edimp does a lot for killing Arcus too, with damage shield 3. Shroud Spike's ridiculous. Transcend Imp is also ridiculous for other reasons. Last Stand, different world. I'm gonna go for Shroud Spike because that makes a big number. Yeah, it's gonna take energy, but I don't need it, and I have Intrinsic Space Prism, so I guess I take draw. Magic Shop, look for holdover here, seems fine. Value stoning things is nice. Making cards cost 0 for if we're in the no card play zone is pretty good. What's the no card play zone? That's the Furnace Tab zone. Could have Value Stone Shroud Spike as well. Is that Permafrost? That is Permafrost. Oh, is there a trample in here? No. Okay. If there was a trample in here, I would take it, and then I would freeze the Shroud Spike, and we would make big Shroud Spike happen, and that would probably be plenty. But since there isn't, I don't think I need to worry about it too much. A lot of thinking for a choice that doesn't matter. It matters, just not much. Putting Consume on Umbra Assault to get rid of it. I'm gonna freeze Shroud Spike anyway. It's a really good freeze target. Holdover Inferno is good. It makes me have to think a little more about when I Furnace Tap, because it's not gonna, like, the first two turns of Furnace Tap make me lose my Inferno. But, you know, you play Inferno, you win the run. It is a very good card here. Oh, Penitent Remains. Big Morsels. Oh, wait a minute. I misclicked. Big Morsels. We don't have an option to play top floor here, I guess, and that's okay as well. It's just gonna have to be okay. I mean, for the Divinity, I should say. It does feel weird that the Divinity just stops from playing Morsels top floor. Just another day on the job of, hey, morsels have broken something. Although in this case, it's more like morsels have been broken by something, which is less cool. Usually it's neat to see morsels break mechanics. I'm playing that. Isn't there harvest? No, there's no harvest here. Never mind. I believe this unit, this collector, is good for me because I can get a little extra gorge off of it. Alright, I had a quick aside for you here. So, I mean, this one's not, there's not a whole lot to it. It's just, you replace Penumbra's face with George from Seinfeld, and you call him Gorge Costanza. And that's the entirety of the thought that popped into my head there. Make it happen. Mod that in. Give me Gorge Costanza. I want to see him. You'll feel the power of Gorge Costanza. You think George Costanza is the most famous George? Sorry, my mind's wandering a little bit, but it's also, you know, we're pretty well settled in here. If I drop my Inferno, I take damage, because I can't kill. Yeah, I guess I'm only 576. That's fine. I'm trying to think of other famous Georges. There's gotta be one. It can't be George Costanza. This is like the former United States presidents you could put in the list. George Bush, Senior and Junior. I don't know. Other than that, I can't think of any. Maybe like Curious George if you want to take that answer. But that's not really a person, so I don't know. Umbra's a big damage dealer here. Once you secure your path to Relentless, I'm just gonna end turn. Once Relentless is secured, I'm just going to hit the end turn key or button. That's a big number. I think that we scale fast enough that I don't have to worry about playing top floor or mid floor. I could take Crucible Extension to help because I would like to be able to play 5 morsels per turn. Or more. Yeah, I'll take it. I keep removing cards and then they show me good cards that I want to take. My life for old One Horn's Tome here. Too bad. I can't believe there was a period of time where I thought that card was bad. I mean, I was bad, to be fair, at the time. One of these has intrinsic, one has value stone. I'm gonna duplicate Inferno. We're gonna follow the winning line here, regardless. There gets plus 15. These relics aren't very good. Rage 3, Lifesteal 2, Teeth of Gold. Oh, Mindjax is big. Mindjax is really big. Mindjax is kind of the Umbra answer to I can't do anything, Divinity is robbing me of my positioning, but oh no, it doesn't feel great. 31 cards. I could probably cut this Fledgling Imp out. It's just like, so the Rage Imp, the Ranged Brute, Horned Warrior idea got completely undermined by Inferno. Because what those guys were going to do is they were going to soften up early waves for me. But then I got shown Inferno and I didn't need that anymore. That's what happened here. And like the idea was there and it was really cheap to pick up Endless. So I just stuck with, I kept it, but I found the answer that I was looking for. Do Crucible Extension. Nah. Could freeze something. I saw a card I wanted to freeze. Oh, I can't freeze Furnace Tap, never mind. Yeah, alright. We're at 100 of 100. Let's go. Suppose. Pivoting off of this half-assed rage attempt was good ahead of Chase Seraph as well. It's a 30-card deck, which I usually don't like, but we do have 2 draw relics, so it's not so bad. I'm gonna play top 4 for Divinity or for Seraph here. Real question is, do I want to play Furnace Tap? Just get it out. No, I need to. If I don't Inferno this wave, I think I'm taking an irreconcilable amount of damage. Inferno just kind of invalidates the idea. Card's too good. Yeah, I do need to play some morsels right now. I can't pretend like Inferno's gonna do it all. I can't just start ending my turn yet. I should get rid of these cards and like play them out. Turns out 200 damage piercing on an AoE is pretty good though, I would say. It's a close call, but at the end of the day, it seems pretty good. I haven't seen all my cards yet though. It takes 5 turns to go through the deck, I guess. 30 cards doesn't seem like it should take this long, but I don't know. Let's spend 2 on these Infernos, and then we go Shroud Spike, Damage Shield. It's only 48 attack. The only there is a, you know, contextually. It's not, it's gotta be better to go for the higher damage shield, survivability, health idea. Although the damage shield doesn't do anything because it's Chase Seraph and the enemies get dazed, but you know what? That was wrong. I'll admit it. Oh, I should have been able to play both of these Queens and Flings this turn. I don't think that'll hurt us too much. Having to rely on morsels to kill 15 threes. The only thing that can actually make it to my pyre right now is a 15-3 placed by Seraph behind an enemy that's getting killed. Because otherwise, it's 2 Inferno everything. Goodbye, my Queen Zipling. I feel like I'm losing my mind. How many Queen Ziplings have I played this combat? I don't know anymore. I feel like I've played them all at this point, and I think I have. I guess I just have 4. I have 5. Wow, I haven't removed any of them. 5 is more than 4. One more soul. Go ahead and eat that. I'm gonna see it again here. We take this man to Relentless, and he takes us home. That number's an 819 times 2, 375. If I wanted him to be, he could have been doing like 2,000 damage per round easily. But, you know. Remember to me. I'm a little tired right now. Reminder to myself. Mid-4, mid-4, mid-4. We have to play mid-4. Got it? Show me Inferno turn 1. Nice. That's really helpful. Mid-4. Playing top 4 here would be a disaster. Go for this early Shroud Spike. Just jump him right up to 200, 110. 218, 90. Let's do this. I'm just gonna pop it. I don't want to wait. And I don't feel like I need to. Because we are very strong thanks to Inferno. I mean, the story of this run is just Inferno. Gorge Penumbra's here, sure. But this is not a Gorge Penumbra winning run. But Gorge Penumbra's here, to be fair. Credit where credit's due. This is a Gorge 3 run. It is a real Gorge 3 run with not any, no funny business on my part. The fun thing here is these enemies, because I play mid-4, they can't get away because I can just Inferno again. And you're dead, so I don't care about feeding this armor. I guess you could play the Queen something on the top 4, but I wasn't thinking about that. So yeah, I just need to play Inferno down here to make sure I leave an open path for Penumbra to crush, kill, maim, and destroy Discipled Inquisitor. Yeah, I'm not playing Furnace Tap. And then I just Inferno them again. Look at that. Now I have the second Inferno. I'm gonna be in this weird alternating pattern instead of in a normal pattern here, but that's okay. I also messed this turn up because I played things too quickly. That'll be okay. Yeah, the light skiff ends up not being that important here because the enemies aren't really gonna penetrate this 300 health life-stealing monstrosity over here. Nothing misses everything, as we always say. I think the biggest bonehead play you can make here is playing Furnace Tap. As fun as it is, I think it just gets you killed. You have a whole wave or 2 walk on you. I could have maybe gotten away with it on this turn, but, you know, here we are. So much spell shield in this combat, too. Hey, look at that. This guy just comes in with spell shield? For what? For what did he get this? Why am I not allowed to throw spells at High Priest? Says who? I can Furnace Tap now because we are entering... Like, the next wave that shows up is the last. And I'll let Penumbra take this one on home. My score. My score. Man. And I'm gonna take like 6 from the Absolvers here too. My score. Alright, I mean, cool run. Gorge Penumbra makes very big numbers happen, but you need to see an answer to the enemies. But he's really good at killing bosses, I guess. Except for at Daedalus, I think he's a little weak. Or Talos in this case. I think he can fall short there. I've had a lot of runs where he dies at Daedalus. Gorge Penumbra, that is. Because he's very slow. Like +3 attack, or +3 health or something like that. It's a really low health income. My man's, Eh, doing challenge generate. Like, the run's much simpler if you play monstrous, but it's like that run. This run was good, but it was only good because we hit to an extreme degree, right? That's the big thing. This isn't a run that proves that Gorge Penumbra is good. This is a run that proves that Value Stone Holdover Inferno is good because you make 2 of that card and it trivializes every single combat for you for 2 energy, and that's ridiculous. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you did enjoy, don't forget to leave me a like. Subscribe if you want to see more. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.